In this video, we'll explain how Thermo Scientific SpeedVac vacuum concentrators work, routine care and maintenance, and best practices to maximize your solvent evaporation. Let's begin by describing how SpeedVac concentrators work and their purpose in the lab. SpeedVac concentrators fully evaporate or concentrate solvents from samples using vacuum pressure in the system, light centrifugation to maintain the sample pellet, and indirect heat to offset the evaporative cooling effect. SpeedVac concentrators should be selected based on your unique lab workflow, from life sciences to organic chemistry and solvent mixtures. SpeedVac components include the concentrator chamber, a refrigerated vapor trap on all models but the DNA 130 to condense and trap evaporated solvents, and a vacuum pump. The vacuum pump is built in or integrated into some models, or modular, like with the SPD 140 system. Your solvent mixtures and sample throughput will help determine the best model for your needs. With routine cleaning and care, your SpeedVac concentrator will function optimally for years to come. SpeedVac care and maintenance can be easily incorporated into your daily, weekly, and monthly lab maintenance protocols. For SpeedVac models with a refrigerated vapor trap, empty the glass condensation flask after each evaporation run if you're working in large volumes, or, at a minimum, daily. If there is ice buildup in the cryocool solution, the vapor trap can be turned off to thaw, and the ice can be strained off. Solvents should be disposed of according to their safety data sheet. All SpeedVac models should be cleaned on a weekly basis. Clean the chamber with a damp towel using a 50-50 ratio of methanol and water or ethanol and water, and then wipe clean with deionized water. Don't forget to wipe the chamber seal and lid as well. The residual water droplets can be evaporated after cleaning by turning on the heat setting in the chamber for 15 minutes. For modular systems, check all tubing connections and vacuum tubing for cracks and vacuum leaks on a monthly basis. If you're using a chemical cartridge or neutralizing solution, check for color change of the cartridge and replace the cartridge or liquid if necessary. The upper magnet assembly on the SPD 140 system should be removed, soaked in deionized water, and rinsed monthly or more often depending on the use of strong corrosive solvents. If you have an oil vacuum pump, change the oil according to the user manual. Now, we'll review a few best practices, starting with developing drying times. When you first begin to use your SpeedVac concentrator, you'll need to develop evaporation times. Knowing where to begin can be confusing, but it is a really simple process. Keep in mind the total volume of solvent that needs to be evaporated. For example, our sample has 1 milliliter of water, and we need to evaporate 4 1.5 milliliter tubes. That's 4 milliliters of total volume. We can begin by making a line with a permanent marker at the top of the solvent volume and selecting a preset program to give a starting point. Evaporation progress should be checked at regular intervals, such as every 30 to 45 minutes, depending on your starting volume. Make a note of evaporation progress on a sheet of paper, as well as a new marker line on the side of the sample tube. Time development should only be done with solvent and no sample. If the preset program needs to be modified, you can alter the settings and save a custom program by pushing a unique program button for 3 seconds. For volatile solvent mixtures or solvent combinations that are prone to splashing or bumping, choose a SpeedVac model that allows vacuum ramping. The ramping function has a gentler vacuum to evaporate volatile solvents in your mixture without the risk of splashing or bumping the samples. A written care and maintenance protocol, along with selection of the proper SpeedVac model based on your solvent usage, will allow you to utilize the full functionality of your SpeedVac concentrator. Investing minimal time in routine maintenance will keep your SpeedVac concentrator functioning at optimal levels and prevent sample preparation downtime due to needed service part replacement. Thank you for watching. Visit thermofisher.com/SpeedVac to learn more.